Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today we got something that's gonna change this general part of the truck today, like all of it, like the whole thing. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know exactly what we're doing today. You know, some people don't. That's their choice. But long story short, we got a lot of boxes. We spent a lot of money for this truck, at least. Well, let's just start breaking it down, right? So we have every single light bulb in the front end, swapping over to LEDs. We've got the fleece all lights on mod. If you guys have a 99-07 GM, you know exactly what this is, and if you don't, you should. Pretty much when you turn your high beams on, it turns every single light on. So your fog lights, your high beams, your low beams, your blinkers, your daytime driving lights, like every single light comes on. We got our switchback LEDs for the turn signals. If you guys don't know what switchbacks are, they pretty much are amber. Or, well, all right, so the daytime running lights, so they're always on, right? So they'll be white, and then as soon as you take a turn, they will turn amber. We have our 9005s, which in terms are our low beams and high beams. Low beams on these trucks, 9005. High beams on these trucks, 9006. It says, wow, high beam 3 plus high beam 4. I don't know what that means, but it means they bright. So these got fans in them, if you guys can see that. So these are pretty nice. They're not bad. I think I spent just under $100 on these for the high beams and low beams. So honestly, not bad. I'll let you guys know how they go in, obviously. And they feel insane right off the rip. Like, these are definitely the best headlights I've bought in thus far. Just off of feel wise. I bought some with fans in them, some LEDs with fans in them before, and they were so plasticky. These are all metal. Everything there is metal. So that's pretty cool. But next up on the list, actually, you know what? Let's get our... Hey, you know what? They come with gloves, man. Those things are definitely high tech. I'm not being serious, but I mean, who knows? I don't know. Dude, there is a fly all up in my face right now. We've got tinted black LED cab lights. So these are going to be, instead of it being 1, 2, 3 in the middle one like GM usually has, it'll be a solid bar and then 2 little bars on the left and right, and then these will have bars in them as well. They're not just singular lights, they're bars, right? So we got those because we're going with the blacked out, the black and white theme for now, until I paint the truck. I may or may not switch to chrome everything at some point, or I'll stay black and have like a brighter color. I'm not so sure, but regardless, black. And then we've got new fog lights. So these are massive. This is a massive magnifier for 3 LEDs, which is going to be bright as hell. But not only that, we have daytime running light slash whatever I wire them to halos. So we have halo fog lights. Here's our wiring harness that we're going to be figuring out today. I am tossed between wiring this to... All right, so I have 2 options. I can wire this to daytime running lights. So when the truck is in drive, they'll always be on. So it just looks cool all the time. And then I could also wire them to my blinkers. So hear me out. If I wire them to my blinkers, here's the headlights. We also have daytime running lights in the headlights. So honestly, I'm going to attach this wiring harness to this wiring harness, and then that is going to go to something so that all these stay on at the same time. Honestly, I think first things first, I'm going to tackle getting the grill off, and then once the grill, just kidding, actually, I'm going to do the cab lights first because I need to have the hood open to do the grill. So we're going to do the cab lights right about now. So I'm going to start ripping these things off, and then we're going to smack these bad boys on. Okay, so I was about to explain to you guys that there's no really easy way of doing this. I was about to climb up on the old hood, kind of put my feet in the cowl part, but I just realized the cab lights are right next to the sunroof. So, hear me out. You take these things right here, you know, and you do one of these bad boys. Hear me out. Hear me out. Oh, my fans are cranking right now. Hear me out. Oh, that does not open a lot. You know what? We're gonna try to fit in there because I do not want to climb on the hood actually. So, all right, so we're gonna climb up in here. We gonna take the slippers right off. It's time to step on the lever. You know what? The hat ain't even gonna fit. It's all right. Oh my gosh. We are standing outside my sunroof right now. I feel like I'm down in Daytona. This is insane. We are through the sunroof right now. We are absolutely balling. But nonetheless, we have these crusty, nasty OEM cab lights that we are going to most definitely be taking off. Pretty much, it's a Phillips head. If you guys don't know, if you guys are thinking about doing this job, it's just a Phillips head. I'm gonna give a quick rundown. If you guys look at this, you guys just cut this down a little bit. You shove it inside of the connectors that are in here, which I'll show you guys in a second, and then you kind of just, it's good to go. So we just turned our lights on. As you guys can see, the lights are on, and I'll show you guys how I wire it up to the connector. Now, there's no positive and negative, so it's a trial and error type of thing. You just go, well, the positive is on the gray connector side there, and then that was a lucky guess on me, and they are on. So we're going to be wiring those in. I'm just going to electrical tape that in there for now, and then yeah, we're just going to be screwing them back in. So I'll show you guys once we are done. Just like that, we are now complete. Everything works. These ones are on, these ones are on, and these ones are on. So LED swap for the cab lights is done. They are also now black. So that is absolutely insane. We're gonna get all of our stuff off the roof, and we're gonna go down and start doing the lighting, which is taking the grill off just to make things easier, run that new wiring harness we got back there through everything, and then yeah, so we're gonna get going on that. Let's just take a second to look at this. Man, do those black cab lights really pop in that white paint. I am thoroughly, I did these on my gas 2500 that I had a long time ago that never made it to YouTube actually. So we did the black, and then we did clear housing, so it looked a little off, but this time we're doing all black, so everything should tie in together extremely well. But we are gonna pop the old hood, and then we're gonna start taking this off right now, and then pop the grill out, and then start working on getting this wiring harness fed up through here. Bam, look at that grill cover thing. We are torn down. All right, so we got, and see the OEM GM lights from the 99 to 07, man. They're something, I'll tell you that. But anyways, look how much room we got. Now wiring this harness is going to be so much easier. So you can just look at that. Just we got so much more room here now. So we're gonna run these. One goes to the left side down there, one goes over to the right here, and then we're gonna take our headlights out. Actually, right now I forgot to do that. But then we're gonna take our headlights out, and then we have to run our these lights have the same amount of wiring. Honestly, this has 3 wires, which is super fucking weird to me, but it's probably for a turn signal, because I had those in the rock lights I had actually, or the wheel lights that I installed on the Cat Eye. And you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna run the turn signal ones because I don't really care. So that means our halos are actually switchbacks, which is pretty cool. But I'm not gonna use that feature because if I wire it to the blinkers, it'll do the exact same thing. So I'm not really too worried about it. So we're going to take the headlights out. If you guys don't know, it is just these 2 little things right here. They just come up and out. There's another one right here, and then taking the grill off as well. If you guys were interested in that, knowing how to do that, it's literally these 2 things. This is the only bolt holding the entire grill on, so you just take that out, and then everything just pops out of these little grommets here. So with that being said, we're gonna take these headlights out, figure out what we're gonna do with our wiring, and go from there. All right, so I think first things first, what we need to do is get these lights swapped over, and just ready to get put in. So we're gonna put those there, take these, and we're gonna go right over there, and then we can take the fleece thing as well. Alrighty, so we got everything swapped over. All the new LEDs are in here. We got it's another version of a daytime running light, I guess, or like your marker light. We didn't put the blinkers in because they are a whole lot more mess to deal with. So once we have the grill back in, or like we start putting the lights back together, that's when I'm going to put those in, because I don't want to do that yet. But nonetheless, we got high beams, low beams, daytime running lights, which our daytime running lights were blown, so good thing we're doing this. Everything on this side is also taken care of. So now we are going to run these harnesses. I'm not so sure on how this is even going to work personally, but if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out at a later time, but we're gonna run the wires the way I do, and then I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I did it. So we're gonna put the bottom lights in, and then we are going to start working on the upper light. Okay, so we figured out the lighting. Look at that. We got our halos on. We got our, what do you call these? Switchback turn signals on. And we have our marker lights on, okay? So all three of those are on. Keep that in mind. Now, we go over to the blinker switch. Not turning the truck on, so we're using the hazards. Our switchback is working, plugged into the harness, and then we have positive and negative coming out of the blinker to here. So now they're also sequential, as well as this. Look at that. That's going to look so beautiful in the truck. And then also on top of that, the headlights are going to be tied into that, so our daytime running lights on the headlight will be blinking at the same times as that. So lighting setup is actually insane. We actually ended up cutting the harness in half as well, because if we want to wire to the blinkers, if I were to put my left signal on, everything would be blinking and it would just look stupid. So what we ended up doing is not using the yellow wire at all, split it right here. We just cut the positive and negative off, and then we're going to use that on that side and do the exact same thing. So we're making really nice progress. This is actually way more than I thought I was going to do. I didn't think I was going to do the blinking, but you know what? The blinking works, and it's exactly how I would run it if I were to do it the way I thought I wasn't going to do it. So that's what we're going to do. Full send, turn the lights off so we don't blow a fuse. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, and then I'm gonna show you guys when I start installing all the lights. So alrighty, we are officially done wiring, well, custom part of wiring everything in. So this is what it's gonna look like over here. Don't have the fog light in, but fog light's on. Amber, or the running light on this is on. No headlights are on because we are on the daytime running light mode in the cab. We got our blinkers on and our markers on. So the fog light would be on with it. Obviously you can tell here, blinker, fog light, and marker light. And now just to go over the wiring really quick. Blue side, and the other side's gonna be, if you guys have one of these trucks, it's gonna be a different color on the other side, but more or less the negative, or the black wire coming out of my turn signal, does nothing in terms of this wiring, which is gonna be the perfect way to wire these setups. I've been looking all over YouTube. This is the perfect way to do it, so I'm gonna explain it. Red goes to your brown, or the middle wire in your turn signal, which is going to be your communication signal, which tells it to blink. And then, believe it or not, the black wires is going to go to the positive, which is your blue wire over here. As weird as that is, that's how it works for these in particular. And to have these things on as well. So I'm going to turn the hazards on really quick and show you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait and show you guys the hazards once everything's put together. But we're going to slap everything together right now. We're gonna put the grill back on, and I can already tell you, like, look at this. Look how nice those lights look. Cab lights are on. Oh man, I can't wait to put this thing back together. So we're gonna do that right now, and you guys will see the finished product. All right, so before I even say anything, I was picking up a bunch of stuff, all the electrical stuff, all the boxes, and getting it off my truck, getting ready to finish out this video. And I mean, I'm not the dumbest person in the world, but I could have sworn that there was no new bolts for the fog lights. And in the fog light box, as I was throwing it away, I found fog light bolts. So that means I just spent $15 on 4 bolts that I didn't even need to spend the money on. So now I'm gonna be putting the fog lights in, and gonna be finishing up. I'm gonna throw this little radiator cover back on, put the fog lights in, and then I'm gonna show you guys the big reveal. Look at the headlights, man. They just look mean. They just look so good, like impressively good. Like once I get I'm getting one of the grill inserts, like the mesh grill inserts, after I get a new grill though, because we're paint matching the next grill that I get, because we can't paint over this stuff. So I'm gonna probably get a blacked out or a primed grill, brand new, and just go over it. And then we're getting a new valance as well, because this stuff right here, yeah, that's a no-go. That looks dumb. We're gonna put these in. We're gonna put the fleece all lights on mod into the fuse box, and then we are going to be set. So I'll catch you guys as soon as I put everything in and we're looking righteous. All right, and just like that, we are done. We got our fog lights in, halo's working, headlights are on. I just wanted to go over really quick exactly how you put the fleece all lights on mod on. Pretty much exactly like that. You just take these 4 relays out right here and you just slap it in there and then put them back in. It's extremely simple. You will definitely figure it out. It is not complicated, but I'll show you exactly what that does now. As you can tell, low beams are on. No fog lights, no nothing. And then if we go up in here and we do one of these bad boys, turn our high beams on. Now we have our low beam, our high beam. Oh, okay, our high beams are not working on that side, so we're gonna have to take those off and put that back on. And yeah, so we got a few problems. This side fog light is not on, but this high beam is on. This high beam is not on, and this fog light is on. So we're gonna have to go switch out some things, but more or less it's together. And take 2 of this. We actually figured out our lighting issue. Obviously, as you can tell, we got high beam, low beam on this side, high beam, low beam on this side, fog light, fog light. So with this left fog light, I had to push it in a little farther, and it still turns on and off once in a while. I really gripped it a second ago, and it hasn't shut off yet, so that's good. This ended up being my fuse. I didn't even know it was bad, so we got an extra 10, or we put another 10 in here. We have an extra one over there now, just in case something happens whenever. I have a 10 amp fuse. So with that being said, we are completed in the front end. So I'm gonna show you guys everything in the daylight anyways, even though I just said I wouldn't. Turn the high beams off for now, and we'll just look at how these are functioning. So on off over here, we got the blink there and the blink here. Very hard to see that, but actually, you know what, if we do one of these daytime running lights only, keep the blinkers on, we can actually see in full effect that thing blinking. So here's how we're looking. When the amber comes on, the white goes off, and then the white comes back on once it goes off. So I am thoroughly impressed with the wiring, because I am not an electrician / I can't do wiring for the life of me. But check us out, we got a pretty gnarly looking sequence going on here, and they are individual now with the hood shut. Oh yeah, cab lights are actually looking beautiful. Like I said, it is very bright out right now, and we are in direct beam of the sunlight, so that's great. But also, these seals, you had to take them all. Oh, I just ruined that one. That's sick. Well, I'm not doing that right now. So, well, you had to take the seals off the OEM headlights, and they do not go on the Amazon lights very well. I'm about to honestly just take them off completely, because it just looks stupid. But you know what? I'm gonna probably keep them there till they just fall off, because I don't want to deal with that. But just imagine this thing with a mesh grill right here, the Mishimoto transcooler in the rear, and a new valence with a 6.7 platinum, or not a platinum specifically, I guess they come on all 6.7s, but the 6.7 lower valence. Oh my gosh, paint to match. This thing is going to be actually insane. I already love the blacked out look that this thing has right now. I also love the fact that we have fog lights back where we never had fog lights when we bought the truck, but now we have really nice fog lights. So that is absolutely amazing. So with that being said, I'm going to wait until it gets a little darker out. We're gonna come out and refilm the lighting, get some B-roll going, and this thing should look actually insane. So I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, so it didn't get as dark out as I wanted it to, so I just pulled into a little bit shadier of a spot in the yard. So honestly, it's looking mean, dude. Like, mean. I absolutely love the way this thing looks right now. That's gonna be weird for you guys to see, but it looks so nice. So with that being said, I'm gonna roll some B-roll real quick, and then we're gonna end the video here.
I'm changing who I am. leaving. I won't look back ever again. Yeah, and you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated.
And just like that, we are finished with the B-roll. Now, just to show you guys primo example of how this stuff works, right? So we got the high beam. All we did was flick the high beams on. We got our fog lights, high beams, and low beams on right now. So it's bright, like super bright. I don't know if you can see the reflection right here on our dumpster, but that's not even in the direct line of sight in this truck. Now, take that off. Oh, also, actually, here we go. See, flick that on, and look at that, comes on without even pressing the button. So we're gonna put it back in daytime running lights and show you guys left blinker. That's how it looks while we're turning. That is absolutely insane. I love it. And then we're gonna go over here, smack on the right blinker just to make sure everything is working properly. And look at that. We got our right blinker as well. So this thing is absolutely incredible. I am thoroughly stoked with the way that I wired these things, because wire them to the blinker, it really just gives it that switchback kind of look. Also, if anybody knows how to get rid of this, my coolant level is not low, but every time I drive the truck, it says low coolant level. It's extremely annoying. I can't get away with it, but you know, it's not too bad, I guess, at the end of the day. With that being said, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. I usually don't ask for likes or shares or anything along those lines, but if you guys want to like, comment, or share this video with your buddies, I spent a lot of money on this video. It was not cheap at all for one video, but we are this close to getting monetized, so if you guys want to drop a like, a comment, and then share it with your buddies, that would be very much appreciated. Also, let me know how you liked the last video, which is installing the 5-inch to the stack on this truck. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make it known. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Catch you later, bye.